Hey tubers, Bart coming at you. That's some mail day stuff. First in though, finally got this. I guess it was sent to me and I never received it, so hit up the commish, Jake Legends Never Die, and said, hey, I never got a patch. Did you ever send those out? And he was like, yeah. I guess I missed the other guys showing their vids, showing that off. And since Jake has been so kind to do all of this out of his own pocket and everything, I didn't feel like harassing him for the couple months, for whether it was made or whether it was sent off or nothing like that. Because, I offered to give him some money, and then I'd feel like I could harass him. But I felt like being a little bit more extra polite because I hadn't received it. But I finally just hit him up. He sent me one, within 2-3 days. So much appreciated there, but nice new display piece to go in a case or something like that. So shout out to the Hall of Fame, and shout out to everybody that voted me in this past year. Bunch of raw pickups and then one graded vintage basketball. No particular order here. Got a 97 Peter Max Jeter. This is a little bit more off-center than I had anticipated. Top to bottom there, it's pretty significant. This is not a cheap insert, and it was the last one of the 10 that I needed for baseball. And the guy listed it super high, and he sent me an offer through eBay that was 60% off. And I said, all right, well then now that's 20-25% lower than I've ever seen it. And I'd love to finish that 10-card set. Again, I was hoping it wasn't quite, the picture didn't lead me to believe it was quite that off-center, but I had no expectations of grading it or anything like that, because the other ones aren't really grade-worthy either. So I'll put that in a mag and hopefully find a spot to display that, because that is just straight up art. I'm wanting to do the football ones, but again, I don't feel like grading them, but that puts me in a conundrum, because do I have to pick up the Rice and the Young again in raw form in order to do that? Because I have both the Rice and the Young in 9s and 10s, because I really like that set. That's pretty good. Again, that's 97 Peter Max, if you guys aren't tracking that one. Into the raw from Crown, got the TO. This one's 99. And let's see if I can clean that a little bit. This one's 97, Steve Young. This guy has been called back up and is batting like 345 in the first 10 games up with the homer and 7 RBI. So Luis Garcia, shortstop, infielder extraordinaire. That's Topps Fire rookie. And I thought it was a nice pose and everything like that. So picked that up. You give me a cracked ice or something like that. This is Sapphire. In football, we call it cracked ice, but you give me for that for a good deal. I'm gonna pick that up. So that's another Luis Garcia from Chrome update, and that is his debut card, not necessarily his true rookie. 2 Deons. We got a gold prisms from 95. Typically these are silver. This is the gold version. Always looking for nice Deons from 95. And then got the Crown as well. So I've been picking up a lot of the Crowns, more so focused on the verticals rather than the horizontal, which everybody's used to. I do like to display this stuff, as you know. Well, I mean, you see these, but I have them wrapped around the wall here, and some more over there, but the verticals just display so much better, and I have more options to put them in cases rather than the horizontals. But from 95 to 2000, they had these in the vertical, but they weren't numbered. And then they don't bring them back until 2010. But in 2010, you start seeing numbered variations show up. So I'm getting the 90s inserts ones just as they are, because there's only one version. And then the 2010s, I'm looking for the gold pretty much. I think I have a gold hollow foil for 1 year, even though there's a gold version as well. But out of 99 or less, whatever gold-ish version out of 99 or less exists, that's what I'm going off of on those years. Some years it's 25, some years it's 50, some years it's 99 from 2010 until about it was at least 2015. I think it stops there, and then they brought them back the last 2 years, but I think Crown looks like some ish the last couple years, to be honest with you, as far as these stand-up ones and the die cuts. And then last but not least, you know, I do try to do my best to support the hobby as best I can and others involved in the hobby. I mentioned it before. If I go to an LCS or a card show, I try to pick something up from, you know, just to keep some churn going in the hobby, do my part. And so this wasn't necessarily on my list currently, but to support the cause and a fellow friend and collector there, got this off of B-Roth6 on YouTube, aka Card Soup on Facebook and IG and stuff like that. Got the Lou Alcindor from 71. He slabbed it himself. It got a 4. And I just hit him up. You know, it's a card you'll want at some point, but, you know, when it doesn't go to, like, sets, it's not necessarily a key rookie. You know, you always drool over these cards and wish you had them, but, you know, you don't always necessarily prioritize them. So I just took an opportunity to pivot for a second there and pick something like that up to add to the PC. So pretty excited about that. You can't go wrong with a Lou Alcindor or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, as it were. You know, just go to the game. You never go wrong with those. So that's what I got for you. Happy Tuesday. Should be a holiday weekend for most people coming up. We're taking the kids to Orlando to a hotel with a water park attached to it, and just getting stupid going down water slides and getting some sunburn and things like that, and life will be good. So hope the week's treating you well. Until next time, later.